Good evening, I'm Vincent Makori. This is Africa 54. European Union officials are facing tough decisions as thousands of immigrants from Africa and the Middle East continue their dangerous voyage to the shores of Italy's outer islands. Italian Prime Minister Matteo Renzi says the EU must help children, or rather shoulder the burden of curbing migrant trafficking in African countries after as many as 900 people drowned Sunday when a ship capsized in the Mediterranean Sea.
This is an issue of human dignity, and when we talk about human dignity, we need to be brave enough to say that the Italian priority in this moment is to have Europe back in a political role with a capital P. I consider the calling of the extraordinary EU Council on Migrants a positive thing, but obviously it's not enough. We are aiming at a strong conclusion paper. We have proposed 4 strategies. The first is to strengthen the European rescue operations.
Well, Mr. Renzi made the comment Wednesday in remarks to Italian lawmakers in Rome, a day before European leaders are to hold an emergency meeting in Brussels to discuss the crisis. Members of Parliament also had a moment of silence to honor those who died in the accident. Authorities say it is the Mediterranean's Middle East rather deadliest migrant disaster. There were only 28 survivors. While migrants fleeing violence and poverty in Africa, the Middle East and Asia face a long list of odds to reach the smugglers on the Mediterranean coast. Next, they are subjected to life-threatening trek across the sea in rickety boats to reach Europe's shores. Those who make it are often traumatized by the experience. VOA's Hoke tells us about a new program in Germany that helps survivors overcome the trauma.
The Kukula initiative in Berlin gives refugees and asylum seekers the opportunity to build furniture from planks of wood dismantled from the boats on which they escaped. The program has given new hope and confidence to a group of young immigrants who fled their homes in Africa and arrived in Germany after crossing the Mediterranean Sea from Libya to the Italian island of Lampedusa. One of them is this 23-year-old man from Mali.
I cannot forget the boats because I lost 4 friends in the waters. They could not swim, neither can I. I could not help them.
But making a useful object from the remnants of the boat from which he was picked up and taken first to Italy and then to Germany eases the pain of that memory, he says.
I think it helped me a lot. I can make a chair from those small pieces of wood. That is our story.
An immigrant from Nigeria, still speaking Italian, expresses a similar sentiment.
Sento bene. I feel good because this is also my story and I will never forget it. I too will die, but I will have left my story behind.
And another one from Niger.
This is meine Geschichte von Lampedusa.
This is my story of Lampedusa. It comes from my heart, and I can't forget it. I would like other people to be able to tell their story.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel was one of the European Union leaders who spoke Thursday of the critical need to stop the smugglers from turning the Mediterranean Sea into what some people call a graveyard of the world's desperate.
Firstly, we must and will do everything to take up and continue the fight against traffickers who expose people to danger and death in an inhumane manner. Secondly, we will need to focus on overcoming the causes of people fleeing. And thirdly, and this is the most important issue these days, and I think all of us are moved by this, we will do everything to avoid victims continuing to die in the Mediterranean Sea, on our doorstep, in the most agonizing manner.
Humanitarian groups say more needs to be done for migrants who survived the journey.
The situation cannot be solved solely through politics. We need to adapt a social response too, through new ideas and a willingness to live together.
The Kukula initiative has raised about $130,000 for this furniture project. To support the cause, organizers are selling 100 of the chairs called Bambino which can be ordered in small or large sizes, costing between $140 and $270. The goal is to help immigrants develop skills aimed at rebuilding the self-confidence that many have lost while seeking asylum. Zlatica, Hoke, VOA News, Washington.